the one that says record. Okay, coming back to our squats. Here we go, 45 seconds. So again, if you have a mirror to check out your squat, want your feet just over shoulder width apart. You want your toes as close to facing forward as you can. Sometimes we naturally kind of go out a little bit. You just don't want your feet way out. And making sure, again, if you can watch yourself, that your knees aren't going in or out. You want your knees to stay nice and stable. 5 more seconds. Let's get one more in. Squeeze those glutes. All right. Front lunge. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. So again, the biggest mistake that I tend to see with front lunges is that people don't step forward far enough, and their lunge tends to be, like this, So making sure that you're stepping far enough out, and again, if you have to break it down like this, then I'd much rather have you go super slow, one step at a time, and get proper alignment. All right. And then the other thing is making sure that you're not collapsing forward over your front knee. Okay. Done with the lunges. We're going with that side triangle. And again, you've got something you can hold, or you don't have to. Side lunge. And I'm just bending my arm because I don't have any space. I'll show you what it looks like from the side though. So you could do this side lunge either way. If you did the athletic side lunge, your toes would keep facing forward. If you did the yoga side lunge, you would turn your toe out. All right, squat jumps. Woohoo! 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So again, keep that chest up. If it helps to look forward or look out in front of you. Woo. Take a break when you need to. We're halfway through. And again, if you have knee or ankle issues, just come up onto your toes. You don't have to actually jump. 10 more seconds. Squeeze those glutes. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Okay. Last 2. We get another break. Coming back to that front kick. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I like to keep my arms up here. It helps with balance, but also when you take kickboxing, this is how they teach the front kicks. Always protect your face. And again, I just caught myself. Don't twist. Try to keep everything centered and level. This is all about using your abdominals and your hip flexors. Less than 10. And rest. Okay. Last one, standing side abs. And if you have one weight, remember to switch sides. All right. So the other thing about standing side abs, again, between two panes of glass, so you're staying in the same plane. But if you don't have good balance, you can keep your feet nice and wide or even a little staggered. If you're working on your balance, maybe be about hip width apart. Or if you really want to challenge your balance, bring your feet together. 10 seconds. Make sure you're breathing. And rest. Good. Okay. Extra long break. How's everybody doing? Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. All right. I see Dawn's thumbs up. I muted you, but you can unmute yourself.
No, you stay muted. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Coming back in 3, 2, 1 to those squats. So you can feel the different muscles when you're doing squats. When you're down in the bottom, you can feel the muscles near your sit bones versus when you're at the top, you'll feel the muscles that are up higher. Less than 10 seconds. Let's get 2 more in. Ooh, good timing. Perfect. Okay. Last front lunge. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pushing off on that front toe. The other thing about front lunges that's really helpful if you have a mirror is think about keeping your feet on railroad tracks and not a balance beam. I have the tendency to do that. So keep your feet apart when you land versus trying to bring them together. That will help with balance as well. 10 more seconds. And done. Okay. Last side triangle. I'm going to do this one from the side so I don't keep hitting the ceiling in my clothes. Here we go. I kind of like turning the toe out a little bit more. I've tried it both ways. I feel like since I'm kind of going out over my knee, gives me a little bit more stability. 10 seconds. All right. Squat, jump. Here we go. halfway. Ten seconds. 2 more. Woo. All right. Last 2 exercises. It's a 1.5 minutes worth of work. Standing front kicks. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You guys looking good. Think about bringing your knee up first and then extending your foot versus kind of doing a Frankenstein. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Less than 10 seconds. Awesome. Okay. This is our last standing side ab, so I'll try to give you a halfway mark if you want to have one weight and switch hands, okay? Here we go. Really focus on the muscle that you're working. So the movement might be small, but as long as you're focusing all that energy on that muscle, halfway. Make sure again, 2 panes of glass. 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo. I'm gonna start stretches on the floor.
Activity completed.
Yeah. Thank you, Zoom. Okay. Let's start with 1 foot forward, and we'll bring the other foot back and lean back for a quad stretch. So depending on your muscle strengths and weaknesses, you could feel squats in your quads or in your hamstrings. Switch sides. I'm feeling it in my quads. Oh, that feels good. Okay, take that same foot, wrap it around, nice and tall. Give it a hug, stretching through the quad, through the glute. You can add in a little arm stretch over if you want to as well. That'll get into that side oblique muscle as well. Switch sides. Pretty sure I just felt my back crack. Again, nice and tall. The slouching is not as effective. And when you're doing this, try to think about and focus on keeping this hip on the floor. Don't let it rock up with you. That'll really increase your stretch too. Okay. Now, 1 foot to the inside of the knee. Reach for that toe. Start stretching the hamstrings. And again, lead with the chest, stay up nice and tall. Other side. Oh, that feels so good. Whew. Okay, so we'll do a butterfly stretch. Feet together. Pull, push the knees towards the floor. So your inner thighs. So you should feel it a little bit from the inner thighs between the front kicks and all the squats and lunges. Those are helper muscles, especially with the front squats, front lunges. All right, so one more. Calf stretch. Oh, I lied. Two more. Other calf. And then up dog for the abdominals. Whew. All right. Good job, everybody. Let me stop recording.